I think it's time for us to evaluate what it means to be the GOAT. Truthfully, the GOAT discussion has been both confusing and frantic, with commentators claiming that LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and now many are beginning to question if Steph Curry needs to be added into the discussion. According to an anonymous player poll done by The Athletic, 58.3% of the 103 players polled believe Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, while LeBron James holds 33% of the votes. And yes, I believe it's about time to put some respect on Steph's name, but I believe it's time that we actually qualify what it means to be the GOAT. But let me stamp this point before I continue with this video. Steph Curry can't be included into this discussion if we're looking at stats. Honestly, even the anonymous poll is rooted around subjective bias around the GOAT and the persona and legacy that has been built around the name and brand Jordan. But what about Bill Russell or even the late great Kobe Bryant? The GOAT stands for the greatest of all time, and the biggest part, in my opinion, that makes this an important statement is the phrase time. You see, the NBA has been in existence for 70 plus years. The NBA is a 70-year-old organization which was started in June 1946 in New York City when Boston Gardner owner Walter Brown realized that major ice hockey arenas were vacant most nights and could be used to host basketball games. He established the Basketball Association of America, which in 1949 merged with the National Basketball League to create the National Basketball Association. In my humblest, honest opinion, the only qualifier that can transcend a player has to be a player's ability to be great for the duration of their NBA career. Time has to be the great and only qualifier that removes subjectivity because it proves a player's greatness. Time removes bias and subjectivity. Time is quite frankly the only thing that no one can argue against. To call someone the GOAT or put them in the category of GOAT means that this person is one, if not the best basketball player that has ever lived. That's a big deal, and an honor that will stay with the player well beyond the basketball career, which is why it's extremely important that it just can't be a subjective bias built around a brand. It has to be based on data. In our era, there's most notably one player that is unanimously considered the GOAT, Michael Jordan. But I argue that time is not on Jordan's side, and that there's only one player that can hold the claim, the GOAT. And that has to be LeBron James. Now, there are a plethora of reasons why people consider Jordan the GOAT, but in most discussions, people consider Jordan's 6 rings and 2 back-to-back three-peats as the first qualifier. The second, 100% rating in the NBA championships, including the awards given as a result of winning these championships. Third, Jordan's pedigree and ice-cold presence on and off the court. But you see, it can't just be based upon subjective bias. The NBA has only been around for 70 plus years, and there's one player who over 20 years has consistently maintained and lived up to the presence and the swagger of a GOAT. To make my point even clearer, let's review Jordan's and LeBron's top 10 rankings in the regular season and postseason at the time of this video. LeBron James is first in points, 4th in assists, 9th in steals, 3rd in minutes played, 9th in third points made, 10th in defensive rebounds, and 5th in triple doubles. Also, I have to add, in order for me to qualify and quantify Jordan to this discussion, I have to expand beyond the top 10 because Jordan just doesn't hold the same amount of top 10 rankings as LeBron James. Jordan is 5th in total points scored, 3rd in steals, 47th in assists, 132nd in rebounds, 30th in minutes, 6th in free throws, and 19th in triple doubles. Even in comparison with the regular season, it's clearly to see that LeBron James is clearly the winner. Now let's talk about the playoffs. While in the playoffs, LeBron holds 2nd in assists, 1st in steals, 10th in block points, 1st in points made, 6th in rebounds, 1st in minutes played, 3rd in 3 points made, and 4 NBA championships. Jordan, 6 NBA championships, 12th in minutes, 3rd in field goals made, 29th in defensive rebounds, 3rd in assists, 34th in blocks, 2nd in points behind LeBron James. Even as you compare what's happening with the playoffs, LeBron James is clearly the winner. So using the argument about championships can't be the basis for how we measure the greatness of an NBA player. Heck, Kobe Bryant had 5 NBA rings, and no one can argue against Kobe's killer edge and no BS mindset, which was similar to Jordan's reputation. In his 20-plus seasons, LeBron James has dominated the sport of basketball. If someone is comfortable using championships and attitude as a qualifier, then it's easy to put Bill Russell or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar into the category as well. Time is the only qualifier that will smooth and pave the way. So what are your thoughts? And who do you consider to be the GOAT? Please make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and thanks for watching.